Hi, my name is Dr. Cheryl Meier, and I am a psychologist, and I help people with your spiritual awakening, which is all of life. And so today what was coming to my heart was, what is the cost of not living? Everyone talks about, oh, the cost of living is so low there or low here or high there or whatever. And it just came to my heart, like, what's the cost of not living? What if you're not taking chances in your life to even not, okay, it's so funny because it's like not to be wild and crazy and spend all of your energy. Everyone has, give us this day our daily bread. We have life energy every day. And so I'm not talking about wasting or spreading that wild energy out in a way. I mean, it's your life, so I'm not judging anyone, but in a way that just dissipates it, makes it disappear. I'm talking about using that energy, your creative force, to be creative, to be wild inwardly, to heal old patterns, to stop believing old lies, to start, engaging with your own soul and engaging with other people, taking the chance to risk. If we spend all that energy in other ways, it's not there for us to have this creative power with, to go places. Like I'm in Mexico right now, and I just finished a week-long class, and it was like meditating all day, every day. And they asked you to go to strange and wonderful places, but it was scary to do so. But it was all worth it. And I see now why I was scared to go to certain places, and stuff came up just from me trying to go to those places and making the effort and living the bella vita, the beautiful life. Daring to live a beautiful life by learning what it is to love more, by learning what it is to let go of limitations, inward limitations. We have so many programs that we just follow. We just live by habit so often. 95% of people live the same way 95% of the time, or something like that. Don't worry about the statistics. But, it's like when Christ said, take the narrow path, what does that mean? I want to encourage you to do that. I was crying this morning. I had some painful old pattern that I recognized I was following, and then I was like, oh, I can let that go, And then I looked at, what am I afraid of? Oh, it was another idea of lack in a certain area, or that, someone was going to take something from me if I risked loving more, And I'm not talking about in a toxic relationship or anything like that. I'm just talking about showing up in a more loving way internally towards myself, protecting myself in a different way instead of running from experiences. I know that's vague, but I'm like, dare not to be vague, Just notice. You can notice, even it's a huge shift to just notice all the resistances that are coming up. But this could happen and that could happen. And if I do this or say this, then this could happen and it won't work well or whatever. And it's just like, let those go. You don't know until you go there. You just see lack until you act in faith that abundance is there and live in that abundance. It's not outside, it's in you. You have the ability to be connected to divine love, to God. And I heard one mystic say, like, when you ask the angels, who are you? They say, I am God. And they're not being egotistical. They're just so connected to God that they feel like they are God. So they're answering honestly, I am God, you know? And so it's like we have so much power, and we're sitting here worried about the smallest things and seeing things in so much lack and not seeing our power, not seeing the grace you can live within, the love you can overflow to other people by being alive, by being more conscious, by being aware of how you're acting and what you're thinking, and how we go back to, like I have shared before, I had a lot of rejection and abandonment thoughts from childhood and experiences. And so it's like, oh, wait, am I gravitating towards that experience or that person or whatever because I want to replicate my abandonment feelings from before, or my rejection or whatever it was, which it has nothing to do with me. Like, I am worth loving, and I am love, and I'm worth cherishing, and you are worth cherishing. But if I insist on going back to those feelings because they're familiar to my brain and they give me a high, like a dopamine high, to go back to feeling that way, why would I do that? You know, there's some proverb that says, as a dog returns to its vomit, to eat its vomit, you know, so a fool returns to his or her folly. I don't want to be foolish. I want to be wise. I choose to be wise. I can use that forever. I can use that the rest of my life as an excuse not to live, not to risk, not to meet new people, not to love with the fullness of my heart. Or I can go, hey, I'm done. I'm done looking for that, going back to that. If an experience or a person is rejecting of me because they don't know how to love themselves, they don't know how to love me, then I can let them go. And I don't need to linger on. They're not my parents. I'm not a child anymore that has to wait for my parents to get it. But I'm not going to be mean to myself and go, oh, you're a horrible person for doing this for so many years, for torturing myself. It's I live, now I learn. Now I can learn by being more conscious, taking myself to different experiences, different classes, trying new things, even roller skating, trying new things. You know, all of it, even on my guitar, trying new things. It stretches me to be someone different, than what I experienced in childhood. You know, I just heard music last night and I started dancing. It's my last night in Mexico. And like, things were going weird in there, but I just was present with myself and I wanted to dance. My soul wants to dance, so I danced. And that's it, you know? I didn't have to get involved in anything else. There's so much love. There's so much love that we have access to that you'll see. You don't need the substances. You don't need to run around chasing other stuff, you know? But it's your life. Like, that stuff just ends in heartache. For me, I want real love. And I choose to live in that place. And I experience real love. And it's beautiful. So, what's the cost of not living? All right. I wish you much love.